It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Sneezing, itchy eyes, runny nose. Sound familiar? I'm sure it does. Now, for many of us, allergies show up with every change of season, but for some, they never actually go away. And today we're joined by digital content creator and mompreneur Babalwa Mcaciso, who's been on a long journey with allergies. Now, from seasonal struggles to year-round flare-ups, she's here to share how she finally found relief for herself and her family with a solution that's become a total no-brainer. Babalwa, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I love that you've also dressed to the occasion. You look
know.
beautiful.
I'm a true brand ambassador.
Yes, we love to see it. All right, let's get talking about your journey a bit. Hay fever as well as allergies have been something that you've kind of struggled with for quite some time, and year-round, not even seasonally. So I want to get to talking about your experience and how it sort of altered your quality of life at the end of the day.
So allergies are something that can be passed down genetically. My mom is like an allergy sufferer, and I've actually also passed it down to my son.
Hectic.
I started suffering in spring season mostly. When I moved to Cape Town, I noticed that there was a spike mostly during the spring season, but with the pollution and global warming, I noticed that I actually suffer throughout the year. And it's the craziest thing because once your allergies start, it really just can put you down. It stops your life and you really just don't know how to enjoy life outside of home. I've noticed that I would have to even close the windows around the house. If I go outside, I'd have to come back home, take off all my clothes that I actually wore outside and shower again just to remove all the pollen and just to stop the itchiness and like the feeling of uncomfortability. And it really is such a problem that I feel that it can stop your life if you don't really find ways to mitigate and to manage your allergies. Yeah, it's been such a long journey and a very stressful journey, but thankfully now I am very educated with regards to how to manage my allergies.
All right, Babalwa, when it comes to your main triggers and also how to avoid them, how do you go about doing that?
I think it's also important to understand that allergies don't go away. Like if you are an allergy sufferer, you need to understand how to deal with them. Like it's not something that magically can go away. So you need to find like certain ways that you can manage it. And thankfully for me, when I started using TELFAST, I also introduced it to my kids. I manage it by knowing that, okay, I need to take my dose before I go to bed every evening so that I wake up in the morning and I know that I'm good throughout the day because it is up to 24-hour relief, which is amazing. And I think the trick with managing allergies is really just to start before they really affect you, because when they do affect you, they can really get you down. So if you know that you are an allergy sufferer, know that, okay, I need to be proactive and take my medication prior to when I am exposed to an area that could be a trigger.
It's almost like prevention's better than a cure at the end of the day. Tackle it when you can at first.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into when that pivot actually happened for you, that you took control of your life, because I know you've also even done the seasonal steroid shots. So what happened that you decided, okay, no, now is the time to really take hold of this?
I think once I started being a mom, I became more aware of the things that I put into my body, because obviously I'm trying to have a long life, like to live longer, to, you know, have medication that is sustainable. And then when I picked up that my youngest son is an avid allergy sufferer as well, that's when I actually started doing more research into finding the right medication that would be fit for me as a mom, as well as fit for me and the kids, you know. I love TELFAST because it is paraben-free. It is a non-drowsy medication, of which if you are an avid allergy sufferer, it's really difficult to find a product in the market that doesn't make you drowsy. Like most of the medication that we find over the counter, I would find that would make me drowsy and throw me off for the rest of the day, which means that as an entrepreneur, I am not productive. And whenever I am down, I need to give me something that I know like will be sustainable, and I need to take it and continue working, life must continue.
Yeah.
Same applies with my kids. Like there are other medications in the market that you would take and then you're literally knocked off for the rest of the day, which isn't really sustainable, especially like as a boy, boys play sports.
Yes.
And you really need to give medication to your children that is healthy and is sustainable, that really doesn't also take them out of their day-to-day routine. So I was very intentional about finding the perfect product that is suiting for me as well as the kids.
Babalwa, thank you for joining us today and spreading that good word. Absolutely
having me.
beautiful. Of course, come back, please. And don't let allergies hold you back from living your greatness. With the right solution like TELFAST, you heard us say it, it's a no-brainer. And if you're experiencing symptoms, visit your pharmacist or head to TELFAST's website to learn more. Now get fast, non-drowsy relief that lasts 24 hours because nothing beats TELFAST.
Recognize the signs and symptoms of allergies so that you can live your greatness every day. Nothing beats TELFAST for fast, non-drowsy, 24-hour allergy relief.